to my humble abode. No foundation today because my skin's angry at me this week. I don't know what's happening. It's psoriasis. We'll figure it out. We're getting along. We're learning each other. You know, we're having conversations. We're finding ourselves. God, I got my first period in a couple months this past week. I don't know what happened. I'm chalking it up to PCOS and like holiday stress, but like I was like, it's been a while since I've had my last period. And then I checked my tracker app and it was like, you're on day 57 of your cycle. And I'm like, oh, cool. My friend was like, you should probably go to the doctor, but I was like, I'm not exactly hankering for like a period right now, you know? It's like, I don't you know, good riddance, right? You know, maybe I just synced up with my mom who had a hysterectomy, who knows, right? And then a few days ago, I wake up at 3 a.m. with a Charlie horse on the left side of my uterus and a fucking 20-pound shit on the way, purging ancient evils from my Snatchmaster 3000. My sheets look like a fucking crime scene in there. And they really don't talk about like the laundry tax that comes with being part of the menstruation nation. And from the time of just not having it to just like all of it at once, why is my vagina charging its attack beam? Like, what's going on here? That was 2 days ago. I'm dry as a bone today. Where am I? Is anyone out there? Is this normal? It's like, didn't they say like if it didn't rain and it all just came down in like one sheet of water, it would like kill millions? This is dangerous. I need to contact science. The good news is I'm not pregnant, so that's great. I'm really lucky that I don't get like a lot of gender dysphoria from my period. I honestly think that like having a period is one of like the manliest things you can do, because like you're just gonna walk around openly bleeding for like a week and just be fine. So did my old roommate when he didn't have health insurance. Like, you know, you suck it up. You take it on the chin like a man. You eat a steak and go crop dust the Home Depot, okay? I think it's beautiful. I think it's a wonderful thing. You ever smelled a period fart? Trade, okay? I'm just saying. Today, I have my good friend, Onyx McLaughlin. He is a wonderful little cunt with a heart of gold, and they've gone through so many versions and iterations of their interests and hobbies and self that they couldn't fit everything in a 2-sentence bio. So we're just gonna bring them on up here. Let's give it up for Onyx. Let's
It is a candle from my good partner.
Not your bad one?
No, well, we don't talk about the bad ones. Divine Aphrodisian Magic.
Oh! Okay, so this is for like deity work and stuff, too.
Yeah. He does deity work. He does tarot readings. He doesn't say what he does on here, but yeah, he does tarot reading.
He'll do a tarot reading.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. This is from Hale's shop.
Yes, from Hale's shop.
Thank you so much for my cylinder.
You're welcome.
Oh my god, it's really cute. I love it.
It is, and that one's for love and confidence,
which is exactly what we're doing here.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you for bringing love and confidence into
You're
my
welcome.
life.
That is what friends are for.
Welcome to the Indigo Room.
Oh my god, it is a new year. It lasted, thank God it's no longer 2025 for all of 2 days. If that.
Got it.
Beautiful.
Gorge.
I will cheers to that.
Thank you.
We're surviving. We're handling things. We're going back out into the real world, or at least pretending to, trying to enjoy life where we can.
You take a hiatus from the real world for a bit?
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on of just dealing with like the holidays in general. You know, that holiday rush always gets to you. The holiday depression, the seasonal depression, right?
Oh, yeah.
That'll hit everyone, but it's that, so you hermit up and you don't talk to anyone because you're angry.
And it's dark out.
Exactly.
And no one wants to be out when you're fucking freezing. And
exactly. And don't get me wrong, I love it when it's dark out and I've got like 20 jackets and everything.
Yeah, I've seen your jackets. They're really cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
You look very warm and dope.
As long as I look warm and amazing, as long as I feel warm and amazing,
Well, you make people feel warm and amazing. Let me just tell you.
Thank you.
So it's the new year. You're finding new energies. You're getting more out there.
Absolutely.
Anything come of it?
In terms of like new hobbies and interests, not really. Kind of. I am looking into like getting into drag and looking at all that stuff. I used to do a lot of like public gender fuckery, I guess, when I was younger. You know, just
like what?
Well, like dress how you want and shit like that. I was very adamant in my early 20s that I was a man. I'm a man. There's nothing about it. I might be in a dress, but I'm a man.
Dude in a dress.
I'm a dude in a dress.
Yes. And then we wised up. We understood ourselves. We went through the journey. We understood ourselves.
Exactly.
We learned. We evolved.
Exactly. And now it's a non-binary creature in a dress.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, you said did gender fuckery as if that's not what you do every day.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I did that a lot where I was living, and then I moved up here, was like, wow, this is a scary area to be comfortable with. That just kind of laid low for a while before getting friendship and coming back out,
finding the community and the strength in that.
So it's been really nice, and then connecting with new friends. I actually went out with a friend who I connected with a couple months ago. Yes, what day is it?
Today is Wednesday.
My dudes. So we went out Monday night for a drag show because they'd never been to a drag show before, or if they had, it's been a very long time.
It's been a minute. They haven't got to refresh.
Exactly.
Appreciate.
Fantastic drag show. Saw some of my favorite drag performers, which is always fantastic. You know, the local drag and everything. And I mean, I love the drag community out here in general. Yeah. The fact that I can go to anywhere in the greater area and there's a drag show.
Yes.
You know, with it,
yes.
There's usually multiple drag shows a night, which is wild and fantastic and wonderful.
Where were you? So I have different experience because I lived in Sacramento, and then I lived in LA, and then I lived in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Very queer, open spaces where there's always a drag show happening.
Yeah.
That's new for you.
Yes.
Can I ask where you're from?
San Jose.
San Jose. Oh my gosh,
I say San Jose because that's the greater area.
Somewhere around there.
Exactly. I was part of one of the small towns. It was Cupertino. I lived 5 minutes away from the mothership of Apple. I grew up while they were building that thing.
It's not gay out there?
It's gay out there, but it's gay in a different way because you have so many techies out there that, yes, there's a lot of gay out there, but everyone's going to SF or everyone's going to Oakland or like
everyone's like traveling to do the
exactly.
There's gay people living there, but there's not so much of a home like community.
Yeah,
home base there.
Yeah, for that, it's definitely, at least my experience was. Definitely more with the conventions because they have a convention center out there, the McHenry Convention Center, which hosts huge conventions every year for like Fanime. I think it's called Fanime.
Fanime, I think.
Yeah. Fanime, the Further Confusion convention with the furries, which I think is like one of the biggest conventions in the world.
Further Confusion is what it's called?
Yes, it's called Further Confusion, shortened FurCon.
FurCon!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always met people out there that were gay or queer, and I felt comfortable in my spaces, but it wasn't so much that we would go to a lot of stuff in San Jose proper. It was always going somewhere else.
So it's not like you like lived in that or had that in your home.
Yeah.
You had to seek it.
Exactly. Like and there was never any... I will definitely say I'm very lucky that I don't think I was ever really prejudiced against for when I was wearing whatever I was wearing.
That's really positive. I'm glad.
It is. Yeah. It definitely is a weird feeling sometimes in the greater queer community because so many people have been traumatized by...
You get like a survivor's guilt.
Yes. That I've never even thought about it, but yes, it's very much a survivor's guilt sort of thing.
I'm kind of that way with my Black experience,
Mm-hmm.
having like lived in like a really white town and then also blending in and assimilating really well into that for so long.
Mm.
Plus, like, I'm light skinned. I don't have to deal with so much colorism either.
Right.
The people in this in the town that I kind of live in, the vibe here is no one's gonna call you a slur to your face. They're just gonna vote against your interests silently, you know.
Yes,
but like they're
of course.
polite about it. And when I think about people who have been like victims of like assault, of like
Mm-hmm.
bullying, and like, you know, stuff
And
like
worse.
and worse, you
Yes.
know, like you kind of get like a survivor's guilt a little bit. Sometimes I get the thought of like, is that suffering like a requirement for being in the community? And
Which it isn't.
It is not.
It isn't, and it should never be.
And yeah,
because
none of that violence should be happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, that, I mean, that's part of the point of community, is us coming together, is people coming together to be communal and be, because we're social animals. And that's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, it's a community of surviving versus a community of thriving.
I'm really glad that you've like found more community.
Mm-hmm.
In
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been very thankful over the last couple of years, you know, meeting you for one, and getting to know you. And
I'm really glad I've met you.
That's warms my heart.
Okay, enough glazing each other up. Keep talking.
That was my big special interest last year, was the drag community in general and getting to know it better. Mm-hmm. And this year, I already have drag friends. I'm looking to possibly actually go into it, if nothing else, to see if I'll even enjoy it. Because there's absolutely I get on stage for the first time, and as much as I've been on stage before, I'll hate it.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You know,
the first one has to suck a little.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
God, you're telling a perfectionist that I'm going to have to suck a little?
I'm also a perfectionist. It took me a year to get the show off the ground because I kept pulling it back into development and being like, no, I have to figure out what it is first.
And yet here we are now.
Some things take a while to bake.
They do.
You know, but
absolutely,
you can't like leave them in the oven forever.
No, because then you're just pulling out burnt crisp.
Yes. Yeah. Good metaphors.
That one's not a tasty metaphor, though.
I have enjoyed drag.
Yes.
As like it's a fun performance. I love fun things.
Yes.
You know, and like the outfits are great, the makeup is great, the choreography is fun. But I don't think there's some part of me that feels like I don't think I get drag yet. There's something that hasn't like clicked for me.
For me, it's a twofold thing. One, drag is nothing more than gender performance. It is someone coming out and performing what they believe to be a specification of a gender. Mm-hmm. Right? Whether it be sexy, whether it be soft. It's going back to themes because it's a performance, mm-hmm. right? So like any performance, there's themes within everyone's drag, and for everyone it's individual.
For the performance of gender,
yes,
is the performance of gender in like the presentation, like the outfits and the makeup, or is it also the show that they put on? Is it everything? Is it every aspect of it?
I would say
individually. What is that?
Because drag is such an individual thing, there's not really a set in stone.
So it can be a lot of different things.
It can be a lot of different things. Okay. You know, you have drag queens who are very, you know, they're straight men or they're gay men, and they put on a show because they're putting on the outfit, they're putting on the makeup, they're putting on the music, and they put on their show, and then they get out of it just like any actor would. Mm-hmm. You have drag kings that are doing the same thing, starting off as women, doing all that and going back to it. Then you have drag kings and queens who are non-binary, who
drag
things. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Drag things who are experimenting outside of the general gender thoughts, the general gender like clearances. Again, it's still a performance. You know, you also have something that a lot of people don't recognize, but one of the amazing things about Sacramento is you have drag kings who are men and drag queens who are women. And I don't just mean that they're trans women or trans men. You have cis men and cis women who are drag kings and drag queen, like
really breaking the mold of
yes,
that.
because it goes back to drag is a performance of the gender. You are performing as whatever you're creating, whatever that gender expression is.
Is the purpose of it just to show people this is what I think of this gender? This is
it can be. It absolutely. I mean, again, because it's so individual. The big thing about drag is that each person is essentially putting on their own 3-minute one-man musical.
Okay.
Or 3-minute one-man idea.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because that's
an artistic concept.
Exactly.
A dance or a costume change or like
exactly.
Song, yeah.
I've seen people do so many different things. I've seen people do memes. I've seen people do like serious performances that have made me cry. I've seen people do, you know, things that are like burlesque or things that are just them starting off and being like, oh, I think, you know, I want to look like this. I've seen people, you know, change through their performance and their performance change through them.
I'm coming to understand that it's it's a wide and varied thing that can look like a lot of different things. Oh, it's almost as infinite as the expanse of gender itself. Right?
Exactly. I mean, it's because all it is you are putting a performance of the expanse of gender.
Okay.
Right?
And that can look like anything.
Exactly. You're taking, you know, of the infinite ideas that can be of gender, you're taking, I think of gender like this, so I'm going to show you what this looks like to me.
Gender-based performance art.
It's very much a representation of not necessarily the female side of me, but somewhat. There's definitely like, I'm going to be still very goth. I have this beautiful like lace goth black dress with the fake titties. And you know, so it's going to be very much that like goth mommy look. But for me, it also goes heavy into the performance. I've been finding songs like Red Means I Love You, which is a beautiful song, very haunting song because it's about obsession. It's a very Yandere song.
A very song?
Yandere?
Yandere?
Yes.
What's that?
Yandere.
Please spell that for me. What is this?
Yandere. It is I don't...
Oh, Yandere.
Yeah, Yandere.
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you the name of the artist. I unfortunately do not remember it. What's really funny is, if I remember correctly, it is a song that was written... Huh?
Mads Buckley.
Mads Buckley?
Mads Buckley?
Oh, Mads Buckley. Okay.
Mads Buckley.
But it's a song that was, I believe, originally written for a character or based on a character from My Hero Academia.
Oh.
I don't remember the character's name, but she's the blood lady.
Okay.
So like her whole thing is getting people's blood so that she can transform herself, but like she's obsessive because of it, and you know that's one of her big themes. Great song. I absolutely want to have that very like energy through the performance.
Is that an emotion, that kind of feeling, that yandere feeling of that you've experienced?
It's, for me, it's not. It's very much an outside emotion for me because I don't feel, not necessarily that I don't feel love strongly, but I've never had the desire to stop someone else or like to force someone else to be mine. Your
love has never been like a possession thing. Yeah.
Exactly. I've never wanted to possess someone.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. Well, maybe in a ghost way. Definitely, if I do become a ghost, I'm gonna be scaring the shit out of everyone.
If you become a ghost, will you still come to my parties?
Of course.
And shake some tables.
Yeah. I'm gonna be flipping tables.
Yes.
I will be the most disruptive.
You're gonna be a ghost with gains.
Exactly.
I think ghosts, probably real ghost spirits, some kind of specters, probably. There's got to be some kind of energy going on there. I don't know what plane they're on. I don't know any of the rules. I don't know any of the actual what it is, but there's got to be something going on. I don't know if they can interact with the physical world.
I have a fun fact for you about myself. Fact. I can tell you for a fucking fact they can interact with the physical world because they've interacted with me.
Fun. Okay. Was it not so fun?
I don't know that it was not so fun. I was out late at night. This was like a decade ago at this point. Late at night with my partner at the time. We were going, as the goth kids do, we were going to the graveyard, right? They take me to this mausoleum area. It is not walled off. There's no like pillars around it or anything. It's just kind of like 2 steps down into a circular brick area. I say all that because it's important to what happened next and why I believe this was ghosts and not. It wasn't just because I was in a cemetery.
Just a clearing. Yes. Did you step in? There's like a clearing. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. She runs ahead of me. No problems. No issues. I get up to the mausoleum itself. Again, there's no walls. There's just a little ceiling, but there's no walls. There's nothing that anything can be tacked onto, basically. And I try to step down to the mausoleum. And it feels like I'm walking into cling wrap. And I'm like, okay, that's freaking weird. Look around my surroundings, look at her, look back at myself. There's nothing on me. I don't see anything. So I try again. And this time it feels like I'm pressing up against things that are holding me back.
Like a force or like hands or like...
I make the movement like hands, but I couldn't tell you if it was actually hands or anything.
Just a force.
It still felt like it was like walking up against a full wall of cling wrap. And like it's like I'm trying to push towards it. And I'm like, you know what? Stand right here, call out to her, babe, we're going home. And we get the fuck out of Dodge. So as far as I'm concerned, ghosts are real, man.
Okay, now my mind is rolling. So like, okay, so that's some kind of like force field thing going on there.
Right, absolutely.
Is the force field the ghost? Is the force field an effect or something that like some supernatural force put on the area?
Like a ward.
Kind of, yeah.
That's a great question.
Because that sounds like what a ward would be.
It does sound like what a ward would be. It's absolutely possible that that's what it was or something similar. I've always attributed it to a ghost because
you're surrounded by the dead.
Exactly. And I mean,
they're the nearest supernatural force.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you know what? I'm going to be like, well, it was the ghost. I also grew up where my childhood home was haunted by a little kid. So like...
Were they cool?
Yeah, they were chill. They just thought my room was their room and they thought my mom was their mom. It was a very sad conversation when we exorcised him because we didn't really exorcise him as much as like just had a, heart-to-heart conversation.
You didn't say like, get out. It was just kind of like, hey, you can't, this is what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And explaining it to him and everything.
Well, that's a really kind way to to
he wasn't doing any harm. He was just lost. For me, as far as I can tell, ghosts are real. Ghosts do shit. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. For the most part, I imagine it's probably really fucking hard for them to interact with our world, which is why for the most part they don't. You see the flits of light and that's all the ghost can do, man.
Yeah.
Because it takes all that energy just to set that
the lights
up.
Flicker and,
exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing. You think about like ghost stories and like about like, oh, there's a ghost and it chased me and it lifted a knife and stabbed me, and it's like, can it lift a knife that long? Can it exert that much force to pierce skin? It's not even on our plane. Like,
and I mean, with that, if that is the case, what happened to that ghost to give it so much energy in a space that it was able to force that?
Yeah.
If that is the case, that is what happened.
Yeah.
How was it able to do it? What happened to that ghost to do that.
So here's what we're gonna do. You and I are gonna go to New Orleans one day.
Hell yeah.
And we're gonna
figure
this shit out.
Hell yeah. I'm so down.
I just want to know what's going on.
Absolutely. You know? It's so funny. Yeah. With New Orleans. So I see a post every now and then. That is probably one of my favorite ghost posts. It's talking about the difference in taxi drivers' reactions to ghosts post Katrina versus in Japan post the nuclear fallout. And in Japan, it said that the taxi drivers, if they had someone, you know, they were driving them and then they'd look away and look back in the mirror and they were no longer there.
You should still drive to the destination.
Exactly.
This, yeah. Whereas
with the New Orleans drivers, they're just upset because they're losing their fare.
Yeah.
Which, like, absolutely a fair reaction. You drive, you know, it's 20 minutes and you're like, wait, I didn't get any money from that. What the heck? The ghost stiffed me.
Yeah. At least leave like a cursed amulet or something, you know?
Right? Come on.
Yeah, Jesus. Ghosts these days.
I don't remember.
I completely forgot how we got here.
That's okay. That happens to me all the time. It's the unfortunate side effect of ADHD without any meds. Which
I took my 30 milligram Vyvanse today and still can't remember.
It hits
but
sometimes.
You know what? It's better. It's better. I can remember enough of the conversation. It's good.
That's good.
I love medications that make my symptoms better. I love science. I love that humans got together and were like, let's heal people and make their ailments easier. Why are people not vaccinating their kids? Anyway.
Control. Control.
We could talk about that for hours too.
Oh my God. We could.
Bottom line, vaccinate your kids.
Vaccinate your kids.
Vaccinate your kids. That meme I saw today of like, oh, we have no need for a wizard. No one has attacked the castle in 50 years. Who do you think cast the circle of protection, my liege?
Literally. You know? Who do you think put all the wards down that made that so it doesn't happen? Who's resetting those wards every year?
No one has to worry about these diseases because we're all vaccinated.
Anyway. It's very much, I want to do dark performances. Because and when I say dark, I mean like
dealing with the macabre.
Yes, dealing with the macabre, themes of like murder, having, you know, songs of like the undead or vampires or zombies. You know, I look the part because I listen to these songs, right? And so I want to perform some of those songs. I hear these songs and I'm like, that would make such a good like, you know, 3-minute story.
So it's the storytelling of it that grips
exactly
you.
For me, it's very much the storytelling of it that grips me. It's very much this song is telling a story. I want to perform that story, and I might as well do it as a hot woman while I'm doing it.
Hell yeah, bringing the gender into it.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm getting it a bit more.
Yeah,
I've had fleeting thoughts of doing drag performances, and there's two things in my brain. Number one is to be a flamboyant drag thing covered in sequins named Jin Jarrail.
Love that name.
And then there's one where I am just singing Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. That's the whole thing.
And it could be the whole thing.
There's something so every time I sing that song, I'm just like, yeah, I'm so gender and manly because that's the whole point of it. Of like, I walk in the room, I'm passing $100 bills, my dick is the hugest, and I have a horse. Like,
and that's sometimes if in drag, that's all you need, right? Because again, you're plucking infinite genders, you're plucking this idea out, and you're performing this idea.
So drag is a gallery of genders.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Drag is a gallery of genders.
It's an art gallery of gender and gender expression.
That's really, really beautiful.
And it's really fun to give a hot woman $1.
It is always fun to give a hot woman $1. I cannot wait to see more of your drag journey.
Absolutely.
You've got to invite me to your shows.
When they happen, I am sending out so many. I'm going to be so annoying. I'm going to send out so many invites. I'm going to be, are you coming? Are you coming?
Please.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there with a handwritten sign. Okay.
Oh my God, yes. 20 people in the crowd. Indy.
You're doing amazing, sweetie. Ginny and her girlfriend Max do this like newbie nights thing at Radcliffe's. There's a newbie nights for drag and burlesque and stuff like that.
That's awesome. I'm so glad that. So I'm going to be honest, there's like 4 newbie nights in SAC.
Oh, perfect.
Like so that's, for me, I don't want to step on the toes in Radcliffe's because it is supposed to be a lesbian bar. And at least
it's a queer bar.
A queer bar, sure.
You queer?
I think I am.
So you're non-binary.
I am non-binary.
You're into non-binary people.
I am into non-binary people.
You're under the umbrella of lesbian. You don't have to identify, but you'd be
absolutely valid, absolutely fair. I do not personally put myself under that umbrella. It's yes, do I technically fall under that umbrella?
But is it authentic to you?
Yes, exactly.
And so, yes. All right.
Because it's very, yes, I am queer. Yes, I am non-binary. Boy. But very queer, very non-binary, but...
Also this boy?
Boy. So, and as man, I'm not going to step into woman's space.
I respect that. I see a lot of men in there, but
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah. So my impression of it has always been more like, oh, everyone's invited, even though they're lesbian centric. But you know what? To have like a good dyke bar in Sacramento and like, the dyke nights and stuff, they're very valuable. It's an
invaluable
priceless
asset.
Space.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm not going to deny that.
I appreciate you letting lesbians have their space.
Because they should. There's definitely a couple of reasons why there's going to be a bunch of men there. One, what it used to be the bear dive. And so that's still, some people's normal watering hole.
Yeah.
And for other people, it's, either people who just look masculine or look like a guy that are or are not. Mm-hmm. And you also have the genuine fucking horrible life of any queer bar, which is the men are following the women. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again, I've got plenty of other bars to end up at. I'm not going to go to the one that's trying to have a space for women and queers and everything. Because yes, I'm a queer myself. There's plenty of queer bars that I can be dude at.
I try and be like super inclusive of everyone, but it is also really important that some spaces are for like are safe spaces for people.
Exactly. It absolutely is, because there's not enough safe spaces as is. The fact that this was originally, from what I remember, to be a lesbian bar, and now it's just a queer bar.
Does make me kind of sad.
Yeah.
But you know what? I honestly, with all the stuff that Radcliffe's has gone through, and like all their missteps, but also all their like struggles, and like as they are trying to be a lesbian space in Sacramento, which is a very valuable, part of the community. I can't help but support them.
That's absolutely valid. And God, have they had missteps? But we will not get into that.
Yes, we all know they have taken the steps. Well, if anyone has questions, we'll do like a behind the scenes deep dive on it later.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Another day.
Another day. Another time.
I want to dive a little bit into your career, your work.
Oh, good Lord.
Because I know you value your career so much.
Yes, I value it so much.
as a shift supervisor at Circuit City.
Yes, as a shift supervisor at Circuit City.
Yeah, the big red store that we all know and talk about. Circuit City.
Circuit City.
The big red one that everyone knows.
It's right there.
It's right there.
I've worked there for a very long time. There's a lot about it I do enjoy. Like, genuinely, I do enjoy my job. I wouldn't have stayed there for so long if I didn't. At the same time, just like with any other big box store, there's a lot of missteps. And there's a lot of stuff that's just like, either I'm angry at this person specifically, or I'm angry at the decisions that have been made to cause this person to make this decision. And it's just been so much back and forth. One of the reasons I'm there is because of the people I work with and the energy that they all give, or at least try to give, because we're all tired as fuck working at Circuit City.
I used to be like a huge Circuit City fan. Up until they rolled back the DEI, they were doing really well.
They were.
I loved those collections. I love their like little dollar section with like all the little tchotchkes and shit. I love a tchotchke.
The number of tchotchkes I have bought from that is unreal.
That place like furnished my first apartment.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it 100%. I think I have bought at least one tchotchke from every single season that they have had since I've moved up here.
Really good tchotchkes.
And now they're getting into duckies too, and they have holiday duckies for each holiday.
Oh my god, the Jeep owners are gonna go crazy.
Speaking of Jeep owners, I got off shift one day and I come up to my car. Mind you, at the time, I was driving this little Toyota Matrix. Adorable car. Got us through hell and back. As the adorable cars that have...
Old reliable.
Exactly. Lieutenant. Great name for a car. I still remember getting off shift one day, and there was a little ducky on the handle, exactly how like the Jeep owners give out duckies to each other. And I'm like, this is like the opposite of a Jeep, but I'll take it. Am I an honorary Jeep person? It's because I put so many... Or me and my partner put so many stickers on our back.
Every time I see a car with a bunch of stickers, I know I'm safe. Except for the ones that have a bunch of stickers for like...
Yes.
A bunch of like Punisher stickers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then that's also really like a very clear message.
It's just such a funny message because Punisher is a cop killer. Why are you wearing the badge of a cop killer and then supporting cops? Pick a lane. You yell at us about staying in our lanes. You're not even staying in yours.
This is gonna be solved once they get like a Punisher movie with like a Netflix original or some shit that everyone watches, or HBO or whatever the hell.
It won't, because there already is.
There is?
There's like what, 2 or 3 Punisher movies?
Was it a flop? Were they flops?
I don't know if they were flops. They were not widely known like the MCU. Right. I think the big problem is that they were coming out in the same era as the MCU was building its whole universe. And so how do you have a superhero movie? How do you have a dark and gritty, down-to-earth anti-hero movie in the middle of this high fantasy multi-movie extravaganza? And so it just gets looked over.
I think like a shitty, 6 to 9 episodes limited series on the newest streaming service, on Peebo.
On Peebo.
On Poob. On Slorp.
On Slimber.
On Watch Slimber.
Yeah.
WatchSlimber.ai.
Yeah. Oh, of course it would be on .ai at this point. God. No, see, if you make it an AI movie, they'll be all over it.
Yeah. Well, if you make it an AI movie, then the Punisher fans who are like Back the Blue Punisher fans are gonna watch it and completely not understand.
It wouldn't be understandable anyways. But yes. I mean, the problem with that is that you look at any fandom with that. Look at how many people look at Star Wars and go, it's not political.
It's just space politics, the movie.
It is.
It's not political.
It's not political. It has nothing to do with our real life politics. There's no correlation.
Oh my god. Then why'd they make the fucking movie?
For fun, for space lasers, for space swords. Funny space sword go cling clang.
And no deeper meaning.
No deeper meaning.
I started thinking about how everything needs an IP attached to it now, and I got mad.
Oh god, don't get started with that thinking.
No. Get me out of there. Get me out of there.
That's what they want you to do, because if you attach an IP to it, then you're just marketing.
Exactly.
And that loses the deeper meaning. They only want you
to attach an IP because it makes executives feel safer because they can point at something that already worked. And
Exactly.
Can say, look, it's a foolproof bet. It's a foolproof bet. And the thing about bets is they're not supposed to be foolproof.
Right.
You take the hits and you take the misses.
Well, and even with a foolproof bet, look at the most recent series of, what's it called? Not series. The most recent trilogy for Star Wars. And how badly that was received.
Yeah. People want new stuff.
Exactly.
You can expand on universes. People also want the lore, and
but they want the lore done right.
They want the lore done right. They want actually fleshed out. They don't want everything to end perfect and make them feel perfect.
Exactly. They want
to know what happened in this world.
Well, that's why the Star Wars series do so well. Because there's all those Star Wars miniseries of Andor, and I don't remember any of them because I'm not actually a Star Wars fan. I just lived with a Star Wars fan for 3 years, and so I get all this information. I have a very different space game that is politics, but no one's actually going to talk about how it's politics, which we will get into. Stay tuned.
After these messages.
We'll be right back.
Boop, 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 boop. I'm a slow sipper.
I just drink a lot. It's dangerous.
Do you drink a lot of beverages or do you drink a lot?
Oh, actually.
Yes, and?
No. I mean, I don't actually drink all that much. I almost never drink. I drink almost exclusively socially. When I first moved up, I had a handle of rum that sat on top of my fridge, and I have been up here for, oh my God, coming on 8 years now, I think, something like that. We finished the handle off last year.
Wow.
We basically aged that thing. So no, I don't drink a lot. I don't drink heavily.
But you love a beverage.
I love a beverage. Oh my God. The number of different flavoring packets I have at home is unreal. Because Dollar Tree has all these no one actually wants to sell them. So they have, the Skittles ones or the A&W ones or the Powerade ones, or what was the last one that I got that was super weird? Sonic Ocean Water. There is a flavor.
Salt water, you can hear.
Feel the ocean in your bones.
It comes in a conch shell.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. But yeah, I don't go to Sonic often. There's not a lot of Sonics in the area.
I've never been to Sonic.
You've never been to a Sonic? You have to go at least once. It's kind of in the same vein as In-N-Out, where it's it's good food. It's not necessarily drive worthy, but if you're passing by, definitely try it. Yeah. Especially because they're the only
In-N-Out is drive worthy. I'm gonna keep interrupting you. I'm so sorry.
You're good. The big thing about Sonic is that they still have their sit and drive areas where you literally drive up next to a screen that you can order, and at some Sonics they have people come out in rollerblades and rollerblade your food it's the 50s. I've
seen that in the commercials. Yeah,
exactly. Not a lot of them do the whole thing anymore. The last one we went to was all fully automated on the outside, and it felt really dystopian. I did not like it, but ocean water is one of their flavors that is their signature flavor of blue.
Oh,
and so of course
it tastes blue.
It tastes blue. There is no other description of it than it tastes blue. Like I said, love a beverage. Solid beverage enjoyer.
We stay sipping.
If only I actually drank water too.
Put an electrolyte packet in it.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what all these little things are. Right.
Yes. I always do a little splash of lemon in it because then I'm oh, it's fancy water, but it's still just water.
It's just water. Yeah. I miss having a lemon tree. I actually grew up in an orchard. I grew up
but
in
you
suburbia.
had like fruit trees.
We had an apple tree. We had an orange tree. Our neighbors had 2 orange trees that were hanging over us. One neighbor had Asian plums. One neighbor had regular plums. We had peaches. We had a tangerine tree. We had a lemon tree.
Oh my God.
Our apple tree didn't know that there was a drought and produced like 1,000 apples a year. We'd cut it back. It'd be all back the next year. Be like, where did you come from? It's like,
steak too juicy, lobster too buttery.
Exactly.
God, we were talking about Circuit City.
I
love all of these. I love learning about you and your life. Can I ask how old you are? Because you've lived here for like 8 years. And when I think about 8 years ago, I was a baby.
I think of anyone that's 21 as a baby still. But
I'm 26.
I'm 30.
You're 30.
Yeah, so
you're more than a minute older than me, so you're geriatric. But you're anyone less than
listen to here, you young whippersnapper.
Okay, anyone a minute younger than you is a baby, and anyone a minute older than you is geriatric. That's how it works.
I can agree to those terms.
Yes, it's all subjective.
Yeah, it's all no, it's completely objective. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna go.
You know, 30 is not old, right?
I do.
Good, thank God.
Does my hair know that? No, but I think that's stress. So
yeah, I still work it.
I used to have long ass hair, so it's just a change. Can't wait to see the people who like might come across your page that have known me from college and been like, who the fuck is that? Oh my God, I know that fucker.
Do a hair flip. Stunning.
Thank you. You know, I'll be here all week. And then I'm gone. No.
Is it true that at your job at Circuit City?
Yes.
Is this true that you can like steal as much as you want up to like felony charges at Circuit City because they won't prosecute you until they have enough to get you a felony charge?
No.
Okay.
It depends on what they're doing as to whether or not they will stop you. But they will try to stop you if they notice you're stealing. No matter if it's a little bit, a lot. I've seen them stop people for $50 before. Because to Circuit City, $50 is $50, which is totally from the capitalism standpoint, it's totally understandable. As much as it can be true, if they are letting you go, it's one of 2 reasons. 1, they're busy picking a bigger beast. 2, they're waiting for you to hit felony because you're close enough already. If you've stolen, they know. There's so many things that I unfortunately will not say about
Circuit City.
But they have technology and shit, and they got binders and shit of, you know, all the people that they're like, shit, I've been told multiple times, like, hey, just so you know, this Circuit City just got hit by this person and they're expecting them to come over to your Circuit City. Keep an eye out for them. And it's like, okay, I guess we're keeping an eye out for this fucker.
Okay.
I do say fucker because it's not that I do or don't condone stealing. I think there is a non-zero belief that if you caught, you're kind of stupid. It's not hard to steal. I do say, like, yeah, they catch 90% of what they're going after. There's so many fucking cameras in those stores. There's cameras you don't even know. Those domes that you see, those are only half of them.
Where are the hidden ones? Are they inside the aisle?
There's some inside the aisles. There's some that you don't see the dome of it.
Oh. They're hiding them in the speckles on the ceiling tiles.
I would assume so.
Sure.
That's not my specialty.
Yeah.
So I don't actually know. And if I did actually know, I could lose my job at Circuit City for saying that stuff.
Like your beloved job at Circuit City.
Yes. My beloved job at Circuit City.
Yes. Which you do love. We want you to keep.
I do. Yes. Genuinely, like, again, I wouldn't have been there for so long if I didn't enjoy the work. Sometimes the work gets to me, but I do genuinely enjoy the work and the people because for me, it's helping. I'm part of a community. At the New Year's party, I literally had someone cry on my shoulders because their mom talked kindly about me all the time. from the help of just being my genuine self at work.
Well, you are a kind person, so that's kind of gonna happen.
Shit, I try, man.
I don't know what to tell you. It's like what you get for being a decent dude.
God damn it. Why did I have to grow up with the decent autism? Why couldn't I have been the money-making autism?
You don't want to be the money-making autism.
No, you're right.
Those guys are so annoying.
They are so annoying.
I'm trying to become the money-making autism, and I'm really annoying. I'm really annoying. And
but also, make that money.
I will succeed because I'm crazy, but it's annoying.
Yeah.
I'll say shit about like, oh my god, so-and-so reposted this and that, and then I'll hear myself, and I'll be like, we should go to the farmer's market.
It's that whole, didn't we like make fun of someone for saying that like 6 months ago?
Yeah.
Didn't I repost that joke calling that? Yeah.
You feel kind of weird about caring about your job when you're also a little anti-work.
Unfortunately, at the end of the day, as much anti-work as we can be, we grew up in the system of capitalism.
Yes. We reside in a society that requires capital to survive.
Yes. And we have grown up knowing no other economic understanding. Don't get me wrong, as much as it would be great to step away from it, the amount of work that requires and the amount of understanding that would have to be done to deprocess the capitalism thinking and then go into processing a different economic base form of thinking is a lot of fucking work.
It's not an easy job.
It's not an easy job. It's not easy work. That middle point is really easy to exploit.
Yeah. It's real unfortunate.
It is.
We're all so burnt out from trying
and that's what they want us to be.
That's what they want, you know?
That's what they want.
Exactly. We're also
God, I feel like
yeah.
That feels like one of those like classic podcaster things. That's what they want,
man.
That's what they want. That's what they want. They're putting chemicals in the water that make the freaking frogs gay. The conspiracy's there, man.
The basis of a podcast is that you have opinions and a microphone. That is
yes.
It. That's it. We can, let's let it exist.
Yeah.
It makes sense that people care about their jobs because it's the thing that we do for for a lot of the day. It's people want to be productive and help and make things and like perform a function. People want that.
Yes.
That doesn't go away without the threat of homelessness.
If you are not working a job, you are doing something else to make sure that you survive.
Yes.
Right? Because we have just been in a society that is structured this specific way for so long, and we have grown up in that society being told this is how societies work, that when it gets restructured, there's going to be a lot of that still underlying. Even if you completely...
It's so ingrained in...
Exactly. If you break down a brick wall that's falling apart because it wasn't built right, and then you hire the same contractors to rebuild that wall, it's still going to have the same problems. Or if you hire the contractors that were taught by the people that originally built the brick wall, it's still going to have the same problems because they have the same biases.
They have the same knowledge.
Exactly.
Yeah, so what's the way out?
I don't know that. I play video games for half my day. I don't know that. I have, 3,000 hours in a video. I have, oh no, I'm going to think too much about those numbers. I have over 5,000 hours in video games. I can guarantee you I do not have the knowledge. I might be able to do the research and someday get that knowledge, but I do not currently have the knowledge to understand where to go from here.
Yeah.
It's the helicopter in a tree analogy. I know a helicopter's not supposed to be in a tree. Do I know how to fly a helicopter? Fuck no. But I know it's not supposed to be in the tree.
Okay. I've never heard that analogy before.
You've never heard that analogy
helicopter
before?
in a tree? No, I love it.
Yeah. It's I don't have the knowledge to fix this problem.
But you know something's wrong. You don't have to have the knowledge to fix the problem to know
exactly.
that it shouldn't be doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Tell me about Warframe.
Oh.
What you mentioned it in intake that I sent you
I
when
did.
we were talking about this, and I was like, I can't wait. A game that you've played thousands of hours of, that you have a lot of interest in.
Yes.
I'm sad.
I am pulling out my phone because there is so much information that I cannot possibly remember all of it. Also, I've got 3,000 hours of gameplay into this game. A lot of shit has happened in the last 10 years because this game has been out since I don't remember the date. I'm going to go. We are on our 12th. We just had our 12th anniversary this past year. This past summer was the 12th anniversary of Warframe.
Have you been with it since the beginning?
I've been with it a year after that. So I've been playing the game for about 11 years, off and on, but I've played most of the evolution of the game. It's a live service game.
Live service game.
That means that it has Overwatch is a live service game. It has servers.
That explains nothing. It has servers. Okay.
It has servers that you connect online with people. It's a social game. It requires the internet in order to work.
Like an MMO?
Kind of. It is technically an MMO. You could loosely define it as an MMORPG because it does have those elements. This is one of the things I love about this fucking game. You could describe it as like 20 different things and you'd be correct. You could describe any part of it as a different game and you'd be correct. There is, in no particular order, in no particular like cohesiveness, it is a third-person shooter. It is a dating simulator. It has Flappy Bird in it. It has Street Fighter in it. It is a Soulsborne. It is a roguelike. It is a looter shooter. It's
a Tutti Frutti.
It's a Tutti Frutti. It's a stealth game. It's a mass murder game. There are so many different elements of this game going on continuously and within different parts of it that calling it just a three-dimensional looter shooter, which is what it technically just is, does not give this game justice. My favorite name for it, though, is Parental Trauma Simulator.
Okay.
Because the story is basically parental trauma on top of parental trauma.
So there's an overarching story.
There is an overarching story.
Tell me your experience through the gameplay.
The story has changed quite a bit since I first started. You start off as a modified human, and the story throws you into you're waking up. And someone wants to take your body because you're not just any modified human. You're a specialized ninja modified. Like the tagline is ninjas play free because it's also a free game. The fact that this game is free is insane because I've spent a bunch of money on it completely willing. You don't have to. It's not a pay to win kind of game. You can get even the premium currency of the game for free in the game. Just by trading, because there is live trading between players. But for the story, you start off with, you are a Warframe. You are 10-0. You are being chased after by the captain of the Grenier faction, which is an extremely warlike clone faction of human that wants your body so that they can make their clones survive longer because the clone army is deteriorating. Every time they make a new clone, it's a little bit worse, right? But you've got a specialized virus in your body that can make them stronger. So we're getting your fucking body. And his name is Captain Vor, and he's a bitch.
Okay.
We don't like any of the bosses.
Okay.
I'm going to call every single one of these bosses a bitch because they all are bitches.
As you should.
As I should.
Thank you for the accurate description of these bitches.
So Captain Vor discovers what's called the Janus key. And he has this whole long thing about the Janus key and how it gives him power. That's farther ahead. Backpedaling.
The anus key.
Yes. That's why he's a butthead.
That was my nickname in college.
The anus key? No questions.
You don't know my life.
I don't, and I would love to know more. But so he's going after you to get this. He successfully connects what's called an Ascarius to your Warframe, which is supposed to sap your Warframe's energy and shut you down. So that
the Warframe is
you.
Your body.
Yes, that's your body.
Your body is a Warframe.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
And so you have to go and get the parts to stop that and everything. Throughout all this, just starting, you're woken up just before Captain Vor gets to you by, we call her Space Mommy. Her name is Lotus. She's like, Tenno, wake up. You're about to fucking die. Get out of there. Basically. And you're like, all right, I guess I'm running. Ooh, free weapon. Let me grab this weapon from this, little crate. So you get your first weapons, and there's like, I don't know, 500 fucking weapons in the game. There's 63 different Warframes. Ooh. Name an element.
Francium.
My apologies. Name an alchemical element.
Earth.
There's 3.
Ooh.
There's 2 specific ones. There's one that you could technically call, because there is Atlas, the Earth Warframe, who literally just punches rocks. His storyline is that he punched an asteroid out of alignment. I would also like to point out, every single faction I say in this game is a post-human. There are no aliens in this game.
They're post-human. They're
all post-human because it takes place so many years in the future.
And one of them punched an asteroid out of the air.
Yes.
Gender.
Literally.
Yeah.
Love him to death.
This whole episode is about drag.
At the end of the day, it is. Yeah. So you get that. You start talking with Lotus, and she tells you what you are. You're a Warframe. You're a protector of the people. We woke you up, one, because we didn't want you to get captured by Captain Vor and get used for parts, but also because there is a war going on between the Grineer, the Infested, and the Corpus. The Grineer that's Captain Vor. That's the falling apart clone army, hyper-militaristic, and veritably kind of insane. Let's be real, all the factions I'm going to describe are kind of insane. Everyone's kind of crazy. Then you have the Corpus on the other side. They are hyper-materialistic, basically worship the dollar.
Wall Street.
It's Wall Street in space. And then in the middle...
The walled belt.
The walled belt. I'm going to name my next weapon that. In the middle, you have the Infestation. The Infestation is a hive mind. It is your classic takes over biomass, and the biomass can talk to each other through telepathy and everything. And
my codependent ass loves a hive mind, honestly.
I don't. Oh, we love a hive mind.
As a concept.
It is.
As a horror concept, too.
It's such a good horror concept. The hive mind can talk to you through its telepathy. Because, fun fact, the reason you're this, like, super modified human is because the Warframes are reconstructions of original designs of technocyte infested humans. The technocyte virus is what created the infestation, and it's basically the alien horror of the game. It's not an alien horror. It was made by humans. Like the technocyte.
But it's alien horror adjacent.
Yes, exactly. It's very the thing. The Warframes were infected with the Helminth strain of the virus, which makes it so that...
I'm taking my shoes off. Keep talking.
Basically, instead of going fully crazy and just, infested, you are just kind of crazy and... The light died and then went back on. Overheating?
He rose on the 3rd day. Just a disclaimer for everyone. We're still a small production, okay? Sometimes our lights die while we're filming. Sometimes our cameras die.
We're living through it. We're getting through it.
You know what? We're living through it. And we are allowing imperfection and mistakes to come into our lives. And that is okay because we're
and that's
still
what
here.
makes us human.
That's what makes us human. Exactly. That's the human element.
Yes.
We're still here. We're still chatting, and everything's fine. We just might lose one of our lights a little bit sometimes.
It happens.
It happens, and it's okay. Hive mind.
Hive mind.
Yeah.
So the infestation,
Mhm.
technocyte virus.
Mhm.
The technocyte virus, Helminth strain, is what the original design of the Warframes are made out of. And I say the original design of the Warframes because canonically you do not control the original Warframes.
Mm.
We are so far in the future that the original Warframes are gone. Except for like, I think there's like 2 canonical Warframes that one of them dies while you're controlling her. And the other one, oh my goodness, do I remember everyone's story? No, there's 63 of them. And half of them don't even have stories. It's really annoying. I wish they would give them deeper meanings. But anyways.
I mean, another 11 years.
Exactly. Yeah. They're working on it.
Yeah, they're getting there.
That's what you start off working with and working against. You are part of the Tenno. You're a Warframe. You go through and do all this. You start getting weapons. And then you get other Warframes. Because the first Warframe you get is not the only Warframe you control. The first Warframe you get is just one of many you can control.
So are you also a hive mind?
No. We're getting to that.
Okay. Keep talking.
After dealing with Captain Vor, deal with his bullshit. You don't have to worry about him for a while until he grabs the Janus key and starts fucking with the Void. And the Void is a whole nother thing that we'll get into because that's the main current problem that's going on.
The Void.
The Void. Gotcha. The first 5 bosses that you deal with are very, quote unquote, down to earth. What I mean by down to earth is that you are dealing with bosses that are problematic within the solar system and mostly problematic within like a part of the solar system. Chancellor Vahek is another Grineer. I'm pretty sure he gets all the other chancellors killed so that he can be the only chancellor and control things.
The Grineer are the clones?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Captain Vor, he is not a chancellor. He's just a captain. He's fucking annoying, but he's really just a captain. He's just a fucking like Grineer Galleon like space dude. Like this isn't Darth Vader. This is like one of the dudes that like is being told by Darth Vader what to do.
It's that redhead from the sequels.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Not even him. Really? Like he acts
one of the guys that he talks to.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So Chancellor Vahek is farther up. He's one of the heads of the Grineer. He tries to be the only head of the Grineer. The Grineer, we do love a woman-owned business. The Grineer are actually controlled by the queens. So we love a woman-owned business. But we get to Vahek. He starts yelling at us because Earth has been overrun by trees. And he wants to steal all the air that the trees are making. And so he gets really pissed off when we come and try to stop him. Well, he doesn't. No, he doesn't want to steal the air. He wants to reclaim the land. So he keeps trying to burn down the forest. So we have to stop him from burning down the forest.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
And he's so annoying about it. But he's so fucking funny. His current iteration is he wears a giant chicken suit. That's the best way to describe it. It looks like a chicken, like it looks like a giant robot chicken.
You're gonna have to tell me what to Google right now to look at this robot chicken.
Chancellor Vahek. Honestly, just Vahek. He's a chicken!
That's a chicken! That is a chicken.
He's a giant robot chicken.
Okay, so he comes out in this Big Bird suit.
Yeah.
I have seen this on Drag Race. Look at the heels.
No, he's got, oh my god.
Boots
the house down.
What? Okay, so Diva McChicken comes out.
Diva McChicken comes out. And you basically have to shut his ass down. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm going to fuck off and be annoying elsewhere. And soon after him, you meet the first real big bad of the system. I think it might be just before Vahek that you meet him. But he's Alid 5. Everyone calls him Alad V because that's how he spells it, or less affectionately, Salad Fingers. So what else are you going to call this fucker? He is I don't know what his technical title is because titles in the Corpus world are fucking weird. Titles in the Grenier world, easy. They're fucking military.
Counselor.
Chancellor, Captain, Lieutenant, Major, fucking easy. Yeah. Out in the Corpus world, we're talking, this is the High Counselor of Management of Agriculture on Sirius 5. This is the
manager of the
serial manager of Sirius 7 post Octagon or whatever, right? So I don't know what his actual handle is.
It's a Fall Out Boy title every time.
Exactly, it's a Fall Out Boy title every time.
Okay.
But we deal with him on Saturn night on Jupiter. Our first interaction.
Against Jupiter?
Yeah. Well, he's really smart, but he's really stupid. We deal with him. He's kind of like Captain Vor in that he's also trying to sell Warframe parts. Except he's successful. He's got Warframes. And he's trying to sell them to the highest bidder because they're fucking Warframes. And so while he's doing that, he actually builds his own pet robot. Think of the what's it called? Boston Robotics dog. Think of that. Put a mini rocket launcher on the back of it.
So a Boston Dynamics dog?
Yeah, and make it able to jump against walls.
Oof.
This thing is scary.
Yeah.
He built that out of parts of us. Unlike Captain Vor, he doesn't give a shit about the technocyte virus and what we're made of at first. I say at first because he does some bullshittery later. He's just like, well, they're robotic still, right? So I can take this arm and take this arm and make it do that and make it do that. And wow, I've got my own Warframe. And guess what?
Warframe sentient?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Original Warframes are sentient. And we will get into why that's a problem in the story in a bit.
Okay.
Because our Warframes are not. We rebuild Warframes from schematics. So the Warframes that we build, those are not sentient beings. Those are just robots that we control. Robots, yeah. So we go after him, we stop his ass, and he's like, wah, 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 and he fucks off to Eris to go make friends with the infestation. And so we'll deal with him more in a little bit. Because he's like, wow, the Warframe stopped me from making my Warframe. So I guess I'm going to go talk to the original thing that Warframes are made of and see if I can control them from there. Or try to control the hive mind and fuck the Warframes in general.
So they're doing intrigue there. They're
yeah. His whole thing is traitorism. He is a traitor to the entire system.
I've had people like that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
We all have, unfortunately. And if you are hanging out with those people, call them out. It's 2026. Come on, guys.
We're bringing this energy into the new year.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There's no reason to have those people in your life. You're better than that, and you deserve more than that.
Sometimes they're better than that, and they can be if they just believe in themselves for 2 seconds and maybe take accountability.
Yeah. Oh God. But if any of them take accountability, see, that's the thing. He's the king of not taking accountability. Because it wasn't his fault that the Zanuka project failed. It's these damn asshole Tenno that are coming and fucking things up.
Nothing's ever their fault.
So that's Salad Fingers.
Gotcha.
After Salad Fingers, we go to Neptune and we find out a little bit about ourselves. Well, we find out about Space Mom. Space Mom isn't actually Space Mom.
So Lotus?
Lotus, okay. Yes. Okay. She is the one who woke us up. She is the one who's been giving us missions this entire time. She is not who we remember her being. Because she is taking the face of the person who originally helped us deal with our trauma. And this is where we get into Parental Trauma Simulator.
Okay.
So Space Mom's not actually Space Mom.
She is simply Space Mommy.
She is Space Mommy. But
she's not Space Mom.
She's not Space Mom.
She's not Space Mama.
No. We find out about our first new faction. They are called the Sentients.
Ooh.
They are
the aforementioned Sentients.
So the Sentients, we're going to go back in history of Warframe a couple thousand years.
Let's do it.
We're going to talk about two very important factions. The Sentients and the Orokin. The Orokin are the highfalutin, think Elon Musk. Think our current president. Think those people, the richy riches, and they control kind of everything. But they have full control of the entire solar system. It's for the most part moving pretty smoothly. They've got a functioning clone army, which is where the Grineer come from, and no one has to really pay for anything, which is one thing that pisses off the Corpus, the faction that will eventually become the Corpus. They're like, wait, but money, right? Like, we don't believe what you guys are doing. Let's get back into money. Yeah. What about capitalism, guys?
Yeah. It's the only way we know.
It's the only way we know. But the Orokin are the ones who are the controllers of everything. They do heavy body modifications, and they have done a whole lot of shit to science and the solar system, and they're like, hey, there's a new solar system. Let's go to that new solar system. Well, the new solar system doesn't look very good in their readings of like,
it didn't match
just
the
go.
Scheme.
No, it doesn't match the survivability scheme, which they can already fucking survive basically anything through this thing. Continuity. It lets them take over a new body. They literally transfer their consciousness
into a new body that can survive whatever.
Yeah, basically, hey,
body snatching.
Yeah. Oh, it's full on body snatching, and they're body snatching the poor because of course they are. Yes. We don't like the Orokin.
Okay, yeah.
And so they see Tau, and they're like, hey, let's terraform Tau so that we can actually go there. And so they create the Sentients, and they're self-replicating robots that they send to make a solar rail and terraform Tau. A solar rail is what allows everyone to basically travel from point A to point B without it taking, 10 months to get from Earth to Mars. It's seconds because you just take the solar rail. So the Sentients make the solar rail out there, and they're fucking doing their thing, and they are terraforming. And as they're terraforming, they gain sentience because they're self-replicating and they're making better, and so they gain sentience,
like Janet from The Good Place.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And they look back and they go, you guys are kind of being assholes to your own planet. We kind of don't like that. We're not gonna let you guys do that.
Are they eco-terrorists?
They are eco-terrorists. And so the Orokin are like, hey, we haven't had a war besides, being kind of just assholes to each other, of being like, hey, I'm kind of bored, so I'm going to send my poor people to fight your poor people. And, that Orokin is like, well, I'm kind of bored, so I'm going to send my poor people to fight your poor people. They're not really ready for a solar system-wide war.
They're just, the girls are fighting.
The girls are fighting, literally. Backstabbing for the fun of it.
Yeah, it's fun and flirty.
Exactly. And so the Sentients come back. And they're pissed because of all this shit. And so the Orokin destroy the solar rail to get to Tau. And so the Sentients are like, well, that sucks. How are we going to get out there? This part is still a little bit convoluted to me.
Okay.
It's because I'm a little bit dumb. We get to what's called the Void. There's been one Orokin that's been fucking around with the Void. His name is Albrecht Entrati.
Albrecht Entrati.
He is part of the Entrati family. The Entrati family are the, in our current timeline, the last surviving Orokin, except for Ballas. All my homies hate Ballas. Ballas, fuck that bitch, and you're gonna find out why. Okay. You thought Salad Fingers was a traitor. Ballas is a bitch.
Oh.
Because I haven't even gotten to how Salad Fingers is a traitor. But
okay.
Salad Fingers is very much a traitor. Ballas is a fucking bitch.
Okay.
Anyways, all this is happening. Albrecht Entrati, he's a scientist. He is an Orican, but he's a scientist. He's fucking around with what's called the Void, trying to fuck with things and everything and trying to use that as another form of travel, right? Trying to basically let
travel.
Yeah. Think of like the Nether in Minecraft and how it's faster to go through the Nether than the overworld. I don't know if you knew that or not. Oh yeah,
I'm still in the place where I'm like making a box that is my house. Out of,
super fair. Real quick rundown. Every 8 blocks you move in the overworld is 1 block in the Nether.
Okay, so 8 times faster.
It's 8 times faster in the Nether. Basically, the Void is kind of the same idea. It's this like ethereal realm of not magic, but it's magic that Albrecht is trying to fuck with. And he kind of accidentally gives it consciousness. One of the times
the Nether consciousness?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he gives the Nether consciousness. He's like, damn, that's fucking terrifying. Whoops, that was a mistake. I'm never gonna do that again. Except he continues to do that because he's arrogant, because he's an Orican. And he continues fucking with the Nether and proceeds to make it almost space jump worthy, like full spaceship, right? And so while he's having the horrors of the Void like being thrust upon him, because when he accidentally gave the Void consciousness, the Void gave his creatures, his like lab rats basically, it's a fish, a bird, and a deer thing that we're really sad about, because Albrecht manages, while in the Void, he had brought these creatures along to see what the Void would do to him. He brought 2 deer, a fish, and a bird. Basically took a diving bell into the Void. The diving bell broke while he was in there and did kind of the like when like a portion of the spaceship just opens up into the Void. Basically Airlock. Yes, that's the word. So it basically breaks open and causes an airlock situation. One of the deer gets sucked into the Void and dies. The other one, he manages to close the airlock, manages to bring everyone back from the Void. The other deer's first moments of consciousness are watching his wife get sucked into the Void.
Wow.
So we feel really bad for Tagfer.
Deer?
Yes.
Oh my god. The deer gains consciousness by being exposed to the Void?
Yes.
And then immediately watches his wife die?
Yes.
And the wife gains consciousness to immediately die?
Yes.
Ugh. Sucks to be a deer.
Sucks to be a deer thing. Because they're definitely deer things, but they're deer.
They're deer, yeah.
He's also the saddest named one, because his name is Tagfer. Tagged for disposal.
Wow. I love when characters have like a name like that. Oh my god.
So yeah, the characters are Tagfer, Bird 3, Fibonacci.
Fibonacci!
Yes. He's named Fibonacci because he's a
Bird 3?
Yes.
Rude.
Fibonacci named himself. Bird 3 is perfectly happy being the Bird 3. And Tagfer understands too much. We don't really like Entrati because of this bullshit. Because basically this happens, and then he's like, wow, everything sucks. I'm fucking off.
I've created all of these problems, and I will take no accountability for any of them and just fuck off.
The Orican's favorite thing to do. So yeah, the Entrati family is the only family that's still alive. The rest of his family stays in his lab and gets caught by the infestation because of his grandson going out and fucking with the infestation, bringing it back and getting everyone infected. So they're all part of the hive mind, but they're still kind of alive still. We love Kaylee. So all these people, some of them you meet as vendors in certain parts of the world, right? Because there's open world sections within Warframe. In the infestation open world, technically, it has these Orican that are all, it's the Entrati family, and Albrecht Entrati is currently the problem maker for what's going on in the current storyline.
Mm-hmm.
But we do love the rest of the Orokin. They're wonderful, if not for the fact that they constantly argue with each other.
So annoying, but wonderful.
Yeah. Well, they're half infected like us.
Yeah.
So we have a common understanding. All this is to say, Albrecht kind of sucks. He fucks off. He's trying to figure out a problem to deal with the bullshit that's happening with the Void. Right? He just kind of disappears for a while. I haven't yet explained how we're able to have multiple Warframes. We find out that we're not actually the Warframe. Obviously, we have multiple of them. How are we able to be the different ones, right? We're actually a kid. Basically, just before Space Mommy, who isn't Space Mom, but we still think is Space Mom, goes crazy. Because she does end up going crazy.
As Space Moms tend to do.
As Space Moms tend to do.
It's not easy being a single Space Mom who works 2 jobs.
It's not. She works so many jobs. We find out that she's actually a sentient. Remember, the sentients are pissed off.
Yeah.
So that's where I was getting.
Yeah.
I got distracted by Albrecht.
Okay.
So we're back to the sentients.
Yes.
They come. They kind of beat the shit out of the Orokin. Okay. And the Orokin are like, this sucks. We need an answer to this. And so they create the Warframes. The Warframes beat the fuck out of the sentients and beat them back. And so the sentients are like, damn, that sucks. We should figure out a plan. And they go back and are starting to figure out a plan. And there's one small problem with the Warframes. You know how I said they're not completely crazy because it's the Helminth version of the technocyte virus, right? They're still crazy because it still injected someone with a virus that makes your bones stronger than any metal, your muscles behave like gears, and your body have the power to, punch a fucking asteroid. Yeah. You're gonna go crazy. Yeah. Well, some Orokin are dying from that. And the Orokin don't like it when Orokin aren't killing Orokin, right? When it's like, not the pores killing the Orokin. Yeah. Right? Yeah. They're being a little bit Luigi about it. Okay. While all that is happening, and they're trying to figure out, hey, how do we control our new Warframe toys? And I say toys because some of them are used as toys, some of them sexually. It's horrible. Ooh. There's a lot more trauma. There's so much trauma in this game.
Yeah. Seems like it deals with a lot of really heavy
There's so much heavy talking in this game that I cannot begin to scratch the surface of, mostly because I don't remember a lot of it.
And it's been over a decade.
Yes. Yeah. There's so much. Yeah. So Margulis and Ballas are 2 very high-ranking Orokin. Ballas really likes the Warframes. Really doesn't like that they kind of go crazy. He's taking Albrecht's, serum and making Warframes and shit. And he's like, hey, babe, we need help. These Warframes are killing our friends. And at the same time, the Zeraman 10-0 is a spaceship. It's a colony spaceship that was supposed to be this first spaceship to actually go to Tau. And I believe with the most recent update, it sounds like we actually made it to Tau. Then using the 10-0, and then there was the break of the solar rail, and so we had to jump back, use the void to jump back. And so I think that's it. I might be wrong in that. I am sorry, comments, if I'm wrong in that. Please don't flame me.
Don't flame. Calmly inform.
But basically, the 10-0 tries to come back and only partially comes back, makes all the adults go crazy, and all the kids who are learning all the space shit end up meeting the thing that Albrecht let in from the void. His name is Wally.
His name is Wally.
Because he's the man in the wall.
Oh my gosh.
So we call him Wally.
Oh my gosh.
We hear his voice sometimes because we can't actually interact with him really, because he's still like stuck in the void. But now he's conscious and he wants to get out and he wants to fuck with things and he wants to learn things and understand things.
This is the void's consciousness?
This is the void's consciousness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh. But also in his interest in fucking with things and learning things, what is any consciousness first learning? breaking things. And of course, he's a universe-wide thing. Well, not necessarily universe-wide, but it's kind of implied that, like, he's...
Some Lovecraftian horror.
Exactly.
Unimaginably vast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's gonna break everything.
Yeah.
So the Orokin so that the Tenno, so named because they were on the Zeraman 10-0, are the children that survive the jump. The reason they survive the jump is they make a deal with Wally. And Wally goes, yeah, sure, kids. I'll let you live. Here's even some void powers for you, so you can do some fun shit. All I ask for is something in return. What's the something in return? Bye!
Okay.
And of course...
So a favor.
Oh, it's...
A favor.
He's so fey. He's so fey.
No, a favor.
Oh, yes, a favor.
A fey favor.
A fey favor. He's so fey.
The fey enjoy favors and deals and the like, yes.
Yeah. Okay. And so he fucks off. We survive. Everyone's kind of freaked out by these kids that survived this jump because we have these powers.
Yeah.
Margulis is like, well, I'll take care of them and I'll teach them how to be and all this shit and everything. And she teaches us how to be, teaches us how to control the Warframe so that we can control the Warframes. Because us using continuity to control the Warframes makes them not go crazy because we're able... We basically use the same thing that the Aura can do to kick out the mind, right? So that we can control it.
So there's the Warframes.
Yes.
Which are descendants of the sentients, almost? Did I get that right?
No. The Warframes are infested. They are built by the Helminth version of the Technocyte virus. So they're connected to the infested. They technically...
The Sentients were the original Warframes is what you're saying.
No, the Sentients are the robots that they sent to Tau. To make everything.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm getting all these parts of the picture. I'm trying to put the puzzle together.
It's so much. It's totally understandable.
A refresher. Okay. We have the...
So you are a Tenno.
You are a Tenno.
Which is a kid.
Okay.
Which controls the Warframes.
Warframe. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is why you're able to control the different Warframes.
Okay. You're a Tenno. All right.
Margulis is original Space Mom. The Orokin, the other Orokin, end up killing Margulis, which pisses off Ballas. We're getting back into storyline, right?
Yes.
Ballas is like, okay, well, you killed my wife. Like, we all like fight each other, but you fucking glassed her.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't just kill her. They glassed her ass, which means that you don't come back from getting glassed.
Shit.
You become glass.
Wow.
So they glass her ass. And he's like, okay, well, here's what I'm gonna do. He goes to Tau. What if we struck a deal? And they're like, all right, we'll talk. And they fuck off to do their thing for a while everything's going on in here. Ballas is gone. Margulis is gone. The rest of the Orokin are having their Warframes just be bodyguards or whatever, or controlled. And those are being controlled by kids. And there's a lot of really bad things that they do to their Warframes. Trauma simulator. Dagoth is one of the most traumatic ones because she basically is a sex doll for her Orokin owners. And they give her a horse and she's like, well, the horse doesn't SA me. You guys do. So I'm going to actually love the horse, not you guys. Like, like you would love a pet.
Yeah.
Right? And they're like, well, if you're going to be like that, you can either choose us or the horse. She's like, well, obviously I choose the fucking horse. And so they glass her face.
They glass her face?
Yes. So when we recreate Dagoth, she doesn't have a head.
Oh.
She's the headless horseman.
Oh my god. That's fun. Shit. They took her head?
Yeah.
She can't look at her horse.
She can't look at anything. So they glass her face.
Fuck these guys.
Yeah. Orokin suck.
Okay.
Eventually, all these different things of the Orokin continue to happen.
Every time you say Orokin, I think about the pest control service.
The next major event in storyline, not in actually Warframe, but in storyline that happens, is the Night of Naga Drums. Basically, all the surviving Warframes get called to basically Order 66 the Orokin. Do you know what that means?
No.
Star Wars Order 66 is the order that killed all the Jedi. Right?
Not just the men, but the women and children too?
Yes.
Oh.
Which there aren't really any women. Well, there's not really any children, and the women are just as bad as the men.
Yeah.
Because the Orokin have been, surviving in continuity for thousands of years. They're each like that old.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
And so the Warframes kill their masters.
Okay. And
then they disappear and go to sleep.
All right.
And that's the Night of Naga Drums. So that leaves the three factions in the original solar system, which is the Corpus to kind of do their own thing, the Grineer to kind of do their own thing, and the Infested to kind of do their own thing, right? And they all kind of like do their own thing and start infighting and all that shit. And then that brings us to the modern day and da-da-da-da. But the Night of Naga Drums is important. I mean, one, it's important because that's where most of the Orokin died. But it's important for me because of my favorite Warframe, who you will also want to look up because we're getting back into drag talk because this man has boots.
Spell it.
Lavos. Lavos. He is known as the alchemist because his whole thing is mixing like the elements to like, oh, I'm going to fire, throw fire at this guy and throw electricity at this guy and throw toxin at this guy and shit.
Boots.
Boots the house down.
Oh my God.
I
would love to see a cosplay of this. Just the armor.
Oh my God. I would love to do him. He'd be so much fun.
You should. Oh my God.
So much work though. I've seen. You. Please do. Oh my God. Wait. Yes. That'd be so much fun. His story is he starts off as a prison guard. Like he starts off as a human prison guard and he is guarding high value enemies of the state, basically. One of those enemies of the state. Yes. Yeah. One of those enemies of the state is an alchemist. And the alchemist is writing on the walls. And everyone's like, he's just going crazy. He's just writing on the walls. But he's actually formulas. He's slowly teaching Lavos these alchemy techniques and all these things. And he basically teaches this guy. They become friends without anyone knowing. And it becomes the alchemist's execution day. Lavos is there as the executioner. And they're like, all right, we're going to glass you. I don't remember how they were going to kill him. Glassing
is a typical way of killing.
A typical way. Jade light is another way. But essentially, he's like, all right, Lavos, kill me. And so Lavos does by creating an alchemical circle. It's very FMA, a Full Metal Alchemist, alchemy, right? Alchemical circle. Merges them together to become a Warframe. And he kills the entire rest of the prison. I don't think he kills like the people who are being, but he kills the rest of the prison guards, the rest of the executioners, all the Orokin that are there because they're watching this highfalutin guy supposed to get killed. And so he kills a bunch of fucking important people. And then he goes and fucks off and helps out. I think it's Night of the Naga Drums that this happens. Again, don't quote me on that. I think, but I believe it's one of the starts of the Night of the Naga Drums. We love a bitch that does that. The other reason I love him.
Out with a bang.
Out with a bang, literally. And then he goes and fucks off and disappears for millennia until this shit comes back. The other reason I love him is there's another kind of Warframe. It's called a Prime Warframe. They're the fancy, special looking Warframes. There's nothing really different about them. They just look better.
Like the Prius Prime.
Yeah, exactly. Most Warframes had a Prime made by Ballas or it was either given to them because they were made to become Prime because they were a good soldier or they were doing this right or that right, whatever. Lavos doesn't have that ability behind him. He was created basically when they killed all the fucking Orokins. So there's not going to be a Prime version of him. He comes back when like the current system day and time comes, and he's just like, you know what? Everyone else has primes. Alchemy, bitch. And he alchemizes his own prime.
I love it. He gives himself a little makeover because
he literally does. He literally does. I love it so much. He's such a diva. I love him.
And he's giving kind of like big burly dude type, right?
Yeah.
And I really do enjoy that some big burly dude characters are the biggest divas. People will argue because it's like it's through the lens of like masculinity.
Yes.
That bitch is a diva.
Oh, that bitch is totally a diva.
Yes, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, he's absolutely like the big, because again, we're looking at prison guard.
Yeah.
So like big burly dude, he has to be able to hold his own in a fight. One of his abilities, he literally skates. He ice skates.
How's that song? Be who you are for your pride.
Yeah. No, it's so good.
Oh my god.
So I love him. There's a couple of other Warframes that have really good storylines. Night of the Naga Drums, kill most of the Orokin. We get to the modern day. That's when we get to Captain Vor, Salad Fingers, Lieutenant Lect Krill, who he's kind of just there. He's a lieutenant. He's just like, hey, I like the cut of your jib. Let me see if I can break it. Like that's his whole deal. He just wants to see if he can stand up in a fight against a Warframe. The answer is no.
But you know he's gonna keep trying.
He's gonna keep trying. Love him.
Met a lot of guys like that too.
Yeah. He also doesn't talk much. His voice lines are and then it gets translated to us as to what he's actually saying.
It's Link!
It's I don't know that I'd call Lieutenant Lect Krill a fucking femboy, but
not with that attitude.
I don't know if he has boobs.
Through fan art, anything is possible.
Oh man, I need to draw him as a femboy now.
Put him in that fucking like the sweater with the backless sweater.
Yes. You know, oh my god, there is fan art of Warframes in that. I've seen the Warframe Rhino in that.
This body belongs in a backless sweater dress.
Oh, it does. Also, I would like you to do something for me. One of my favorite things about Warframe. This is again going back to drag. Look between his legs.
With Lavos?
No, well, with Lavos, with Rhino.
With Rhino? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Every single male Warframe has a codpiece like that.
This is drag! Oh my god! Okay.
Every single female Warframe. I would say they're very...
It just had to go way out.
Oh, they had to go way out.
It looks like a beak.
It does.
This looks like another head. It looks
it is. The early days of Warframe, the names are so good. Rhino's one of the original, I think there's like 7 originals. What do you think his whole deal is? Like
he hit stuff with his head.
Close. His first ability is literally just running into people. His last ability is Rhino Stomp. He stomps the ground so hard everyone else gets lifted up into the air.
I like that. I like that move in the movies and games.
Yeah,
like
it's so good.
That's you and them boots.
It is me and them boots. Yes. So we have him. We have Frost. Can you imagine what
Frozone?
Yeah. And he. Oh my god. His proto frame is very daddy. Proto frames are something else we'll get into once we get back into talking about Entrati, because that gets into the dating simulator bullshit.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Which I am currently dating 2 nuns. One of them is a nun. One of them is like one of the versions of her, because Warframe also deals with time travel and eternalism. Eternalism is the idea that everything that ever did exist existed. So there's a million versions of you. There's a million versions of me. It's the, are we going to be, do you think we're friends in every universe idea, right?
Yeah.
And
do you think we're friends in every universe? I think there's a lot of universes in which we never met, and that makes me kind of sad.
I think there's a lot of universes which we've never met. But I do think we're friends in the universes we have.
I want to see the ones where we're not. I want to see what happened.
Right? These bitches hated each other. The first Warframe.
So we have Rhino, Frost.
Yes.
The first Warframe.
The first Warframe. His name is Excalibur. Can you guess what his abilities are around?
The sword.
Of course they are. What else would they fucking be? He's the sword Warframe.
He's a sword one.
One of his abilities is literally sword. One of his abilities is called Sword Dash, in which he takes the sword out and he dashes at people. Yeah. One of his abilities is Radiant Light, where he takes the sword and blinds everyone.
Cool. Love it.
Yeah, it's great.
So it's the sword.
It's the sword. He's the sword Warframe. And surprisingly, if you look at him, you would think his name was Rhino, because he has the thing coming out of his head. Then we have Ember, who is my favorite original Warframe.
Fire.
Of course. She's the punk Warframe. She has...
Ember's just such a cool name.
It's such a cool name. And she's such a cool Warframe. She has a helmet called the Backdraft helmet that literally has a chin piercing.
Oh, that's cool.
She's so cool.
Oh my god. Okay, I love when like robots have piercings.
Yes.
And embellishments and shit. The thing
Warframe...
that's supposed to just have a function and not think or have opinions has a fashion sense.
So everyone jokes that the real end game of Warframe is fashion frame. Because like you look at that pink guy right there, right?
Yeah.
That's the same dude as the base Rhino.
Yes.
They're the same fucking person.
Yes. But this one's pink.
And it's got like we have specialized capes, we've got shoulder pauldrons, we've got knee pauldrons. Yes.
Is the fashion involved with the dating simulator aspect?
No. They are separate entities. No peacocking. But that again goes back to Warframe has so many different things. What do you mean there's a fashion simulator in my looter shooter? What do you mean there's a dating game in my looter shooter?
It's got everything.
So in the dating game, the proto frame that is the Excalibur, his name's Arthur.
I love it. Honestly, when they're really on the nose, it's like, oh yeah, you know.
It's so good. It's so good.
I was watching, have I told you about Spirited?
No.
Not Spirited Away, but Spirited. It is a movie musical. It's on Apple TV. It is Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds in a but enemies to buddies like retelling of The Night Before Christmas. And
oh my god!
When it was revealed that Will Ferrell was Scrooge, a reformed Scrooge, I was like, "Oh my god, this is a wait, it was a Christmas Carol as well, not Night Before Christmas, whatever."
Oh, okay,
Christmas Carol. Yeah, it was a Christmas Carol. I was like so fucking shocked. They name dropped some of the characters in the first like 5 minutes of the movie, and I was like floored. I was like, it's a Christmas Carol. And it
that's incredible.
So like shit like that, when it's like really on the nose,
yes,
sometimes it still goes over your head.
Oh my god!
Let us idiots have fun, you know.
The first, I think this is the first Warframe that was dropped in a new update, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong on that because there's been, I think we're on update like 40 something. Again, there's 63 Warframes. We're on update 40 something. Most updates at this point drop a Warframe. So there's so many of them. I think she was the first one. I might be wrong. Her name is Zephyr. Great fucking name.
Oh my god. No,
any idea what the ability is?
Something to do with wind.
Yes. Yeah, she is the bird air Warframe.
Oh,
she's so good. She literally can fly around for fucking ever. It's great. And she's so fun. And literally
I was big into Maximum Ride growing up, so this is aspirational for me.
Love. Her last ability is tornadoes.
Fucking cool.
She's just like, hey, you, fuck you, have some tornadoes. Literally, like, there's so many different. There's. Go on.
Where do I play this game?
Anywhere.
Online PC console.
It is. So it started off as a PC only game.
Mm-hmm.
There is currently a PC build, a PlayStation build, an Xbox build, a Switch build. They just released the Android build.
But do they have it on the Wii?
They don't have it on the Wii. They have it on the Switch. I can't imagine trying to play Warframe on the Wii. Oh my god. Okay, wait, no, that would be so fun though, because like sword slash. Pull out my gun.
The Wii is timeless. The Wii.
It is timeless. I will always fight a bitch on Mario Kart Wii.
Yeah.
Mario Kart Wii, Smash Brothers Brawl, like let's fucking go.
Yes.
3-stock me whenever.
I think my brother's still got his Wii somewhere.
I still have mine.
Oh my god, we gotta play!
I don't know if it works.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Well, we're queer. We know a techie.
Oh my god, we definitely know a techie
who will like get this thing in mint condition for a McChicken. You know,
literally,
what I mean? Yeah.
We definitely do.
Yeah, I've had a really fun time talking about all this with you.
It's
been really fun.
It's been a delight.
And thank you for the candle. Thank you for the explanation. Next time I come over, can I play some Warframe?
Oh my god, yes. I love showing Warframe to people. I love letting people mess around with Warframe.
I gotta fuck around with Rhino. I gotta get Rhino like.
It's all good. I've got a Rhino for you to mess around with. He's gonna be your boy.
Give me that Rhino stomp.
Oh my god. I'll make sure to give you a build because you can mod them to make them more powerful and everything.
Oh, cool.
So, you do that to the weapons and then you get really silly numbers. I've seen people do literally breaking the number like counter. Uh-huh. So it's like 2 point however many, like the bit read, right? Mm-hmm. They break that reader because it's doing so much damage.
Damn.
I don't do that because I don't know how to do that. But I've seen people do that and I'm just like, scary.
That's how I feel with people's really optimized D&D character builds.
I could not possibly
They're like, I have a passive perception of 80 and my fly speed is 2000. What the fuck?
Okay, Superman.
Yeah, like... And they got there, like, it's all just Tabaxi Monk every time. It's
of course. It always goes back to the Catboys.
Yes. Catboys make the world go round. I want to spend a little time with my friend Francis.
Okay.
This is Francis.
Hello, Francis.
We're gonna snatch her wig.
Oh.
She's got some secrets.
Okay.
Pull one out. Let's hear it. Onyx.
Oh no.
If you suddenly became invisible, what's the first thing you'd do?
The first thing I would do would probably be scream. I don't know that I would scream, but I'd be really confused. Obviously,
your first reaction would be shock.
Yeah, it would be shock because it would be like, am I dreaming? Am I awake? Da 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 da. And then I look down and I'm like, I can feel that and I can't see that. What the fuck?
A very practical answer. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Then what?
Trip a lot. You have no idea how much we actually use our own like peripherals to understand how we're walking. If we're not able to see like parts of ourselves, it can really mess with our perception.
Uh-huh.
Right?
There's a lot that goes into being invisible that I haven't thought of before. Tell me more.
That's it. That's all I can muster right now. You think about like, because I hit my like body with having a body on corners all the time.
Uh-huh. You would forget that you take up the space because you wouldn't be able to see anything.
Exactly.
Okay, so this is a very realistic answer to what you would do if you would freak out and run into a table.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
And probably miss the door 20 times trying to get out.
Honestly, I do that with being fully visible.
Exactly. And then you can't see your hand? Yeah. Come on, man.
Oh my god. Honestly, if I couldn't see my hand, I don't think I could be able to feed myself.
How many times would you stab yourself?
So many.
Right?
Where am I aiming? Where am I going?
Where are you aiming?
Where am I? Where are you?
And I'm so sorry. I like this green one. It's calling to me.
Let's do it. Ooh.
Okay.
What do you wear when you're trying to go home with someone?
What?
Enough said.
I mean,
Enough said.
Hi, nice to meet you.
No.
Like, I don't necessarily change my look with the intent of whether or not I'm trying to go home with someone, because I always want to look fashionable. I always want to look good.
Having that like as just your baseline of like that intentionally dressing yourself to look and feel your best.
Exactly.
So that you don't all have to like turn that on when you're trying to impress people.
Exactly.
That
like
is
don't
really healthy,
don't get me
just-
wrong. I definitely am like the sweater and sweatpants if I'm going to the market to just grab some shit and leave.
You're human, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But anything outside of that, I'm dressing like this. You know, I'm dressing up at least somewhat. I'm putting my, you know,
your
rings
jewelry,
on, my jewelry,
yes.
doing at least some makeup.
I really do love your eye look today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And with the makeup, I have to be careful because I would say I actually dress down if I'm interested in trying to go sleep with someone.
You dress down.
I would say so, because generally, like, I did this makeup because I wasn't gonna do I do my spider makeup. Like, I do spider eyeliner, but I was like, I don't know if I want to be in spider eyeliner for 3 odd hours or something like that. But if I'm like, I also know that can like freak people out, because it's not just dude, but dude with heavy makeup and heavy weird makeup. Because how many people do you see with freaking spider eyes?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Wear cool makeup. Be yourself. Be true.
We need more.
We do need more.
We need more.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But there's definitely like, I will like tone myself down a little bit to widen the pool, so to speak.
Okay. To make yourself more like,
because there's also the difference between like going home with someone and dating someone.
Yes.
Right? If you just want to like go have a makeout session with someone, you're gonna like make a version of yourself that's palatable to a few more people than
to kind of widen the net.
Exactly. You know, versus actually wanting someone to be comfortable with your true self.
Yeah. In which case you probably should like just sweats and a t-shirt. You know, that's the best way to get to know someone. Yeah.
I'm not going in sweats and a t-shirt at the club. I'm sorry.
Sometimes the club theme for these parties is like pajama party, and everyone's like, I'm gonna wear like a cute little slip dress and like some, you know, like a little like a matching set that I got. No, I'm in a snuggie and slippers.
As you should be.
I'm the coziest bitch in the room, and everyone's like, you look so comfortable, and I'm like, thank you.
You are.
Absolutely. And then I feel comfortable, and then I engage with people comfortably.
Absolutely.
Last one.
Oh.
What does Francis have for you?
We're digging deep for this one.
Dig deep.
That one. The orange.
Orange. Share an embarrassing memory.
My life. No. I'm gonna set Francis right here. There's something to be said that I am both embarrassed by nothing and embarrassed by everything because of the social awkwardness, right? There are definitely things I think about at night where I'm like, wow, I can't believe I said that. And yet, is it actually an embarrassing memory?
Yeah. There are times when you're embarrassed, and then there's times you should be embarrassed.
Right.
And those are different things sometimes.
They absolutely are. And you're also asking a goldfish these questions.
One of my best friends, my best friend Lucas, his mom also low-key adopted me. So that's my fucking mom, you know?
Love that.
One time I got home, this was I was living with them in LA before I got my own place. And one time I got home and I hear some thumping upstairs. I hear some thumping.
Oh no.
I hear some breathing. Oh, it's rhythmic. I step out of the house immediately. I need to process this. Lucas comes back from his walk that he was just on, and I'm like, I think I just heard your mom having sex with someone. And he's like, you sweet summer child, she's doing a workout. You're fine. She's doing like a mobility exercise. And I was like, my life was over. I was like, oh no, I've intruded on this space. I'm horrible. And then afterwards, after getting that explanation, I was like, God, I'm the pervert now.
Oh no.
Now it's like, oh, you heard rhythmic thumping and breathing and you thought something was wrong, you weirdo.
Right.
How could you fucking think that? And I'm like, no.
But also, what else could you think?
Because, and I was so worried. And
so fun. I
was so afraid. I thought I died that day.
I'm trying to think of embarrassment that's not like actually just like shame or trauma.
You can share. You don't have to share your traumas. You can share your traumas.
I appreciate that. I'm not giving the internet that kind of ammunition.
Period. Yes.
I'm a perfect being, by the way. Indy is also a perfect being. But
I'm so perfect. I have no flaws.
Exactly. Oh my god, look at us, no flaw bitches. No flaw. Oh my god.
Why can't everyone else be as perfect as we are?
Literally,
it's so easy to just wake up and never make a mistake.
It could be me because it is me.
I've hurt no one in my past and have never needed to grow. What's one of your not so hot takes? What's one of your old hot takes that
one of my old hot takes?
Yeah.
Oh, that I know everyone that I know that's watching this is screaming at me right now. Like, I know what's wrong with you. I know what you said. I'm like, and you're over here faluting like you're a perfect being. Hey,
decision paralysis.
It is it's the decision paralysis. It's the fact that I've got the memory of a goldfish. Which goldfish do actually have pretty good memories. 4 months. Oh. It's not the 3 seconds.
So believe in yourself then.
I should believe in myself. Yeah. Should believe in myself like the goldfish. What did I have for breakfast again? I swear this is not deflection. I am genuinely trying.
Next time you remember an embarrassing memory, you take a video on your phone and you send it to me and we'll just splice it in at the end for the credit scene. How's that?
That's absolutely horrific.
Let's do it. Next time you remember, next time you get like a little thing of like, oh, why did I do that? You take a video and you send it to me. And you tell me everything that's happening. Because I want the juice, I want the deets.
Yeah, because I mean the big problem is I'm trying to think of like I have the biggest things are like either things I've done at work, which I'm not gonna say.
Mm-hmm. You value your job at Circuit City too much.
I do value my job at Circuit City. Mm-hmm. It's been a great time at Circuit City, and I would like to continue it to be a great time at Circuit City.
Of course.
I genuinely don't remember, or I'm remembering something embarrassing that isn't necessarily something bad I did.
Tell me one of those.
As much as it is, I'm embarrassed that I knew that person. I'm embarrassed that I was even associated with that kind of shit, right? But I do have a memory that's kind of connected to that. Going on a trip with some friends. Mm-hmm. I'm definitely one of those people that will overstep boundaries by accident or think incorrectly of a boundary. Mm-hmm. Going on a trip, bunch of friends, and we end up talking about fanfic and end up talking about spicy fanfic, which reminds me to start looking up spicy fanfic, to which I then go back and share said spicy fanfic, and the entire vehicle is kind of quiet for a little while before they just kind of go to talking about a different subject.
So wait, the conversation was about spicy fanfic?
It wasn't necessarily about spicy fanfic.
Did you make it about spicy fanfic and everyone was uncomfortable?
It was like, we're talking about general spicy fanfic. The conversation had gone away from that.
And you brought it back to be like, check out this guy's hole. Been there. It's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
See, I just had to remember that fucking happened. Because I can guarantee you that memory was buried
I was hanging out with a couple friends and a couple new friends.
Yes.
And I was talking to the couple friends who, like, these are all friends that we have all had sex, and we're just a group of lesbians who is like
real,
right? And I'm like, this is why I need to get my own house, because then after we're done hanging out, we can just be like, okay, who wants to come over and have an orgy? And then the two new people got really quiet, and so did everyone else. And I was like,
wrong crowd. Whoops.
So sorry. Was not trying to invite you to an orgy.
It wasn't that this was an invitation. It was that
I was talking about an orgy with my 4 friends, and then there was also 2 people standing there, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just a whore. I'm so sorry.
Right. It's like,
love being a whore. Love living amongst the whores.
Absolutely.
Big part of my personality, and I think it's very connected to joy and fulfillment.
Absolutely.
2 things that I find very important and
absolutely
will fight for. You get scared that you're gonna be a predator. And you gotta try really hard to not be a predator and treat people with kindness and consideration. And sometimes if you're like already on a roll in like the comfortable area of like, oh, I'm talking about this, I'm getting into this thing that I'm really interested in, and then you not reading people's faces.
I've definitely been in that mindset of like either in the fact or just after the fact of, was that too much? Was that talking too much? Was that being too forthcoming, pushy, whatever you want to say about it? Was there predatory, not intent, but action inside this? Quite genuinely, I'm just having fun talking.
Yes, but if there was harm done, you gotta find that out. Do you think that you also like keep a close eye on that from being someone guy aligned and guy passing?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. The amount of analytic that I get within that is that I feel afraid of being too forward, because I feel afraid of, I look scary dog. Right? And I want to look scary dog. Yes. I like looking scary dog.
It's a real good look.
Thank you.
And not everyone knows that every scary dog is a soft puppy.
They are.
Every scary dog is a soft... Even the literal scary dogs, they're Velcro dogs.
They are sledge. No, absolutely. It very much is. And part of that, I also have to pedal back and remember, I am thinking this way, which means that I'm not that way, because I'm taking that into consideration. The fact that that thought crosses my mind, the fact that I put value and intent into those thoughts and try to be a better person, try to be a careful person.
The fact that you're looking at it, that you're examining it.
Exactly. It doesn't mean that I'm perfect.
It doesn't mean that I'm gonna cause harm.
Exactly. There are still instances where I have caused harm. I'm not going to deny that. There's instances where I might have caused harm that I wasn't even aware of. I'm not going to deny that. Even so, I have to remember that because I am putting that energy forward, because
you're being intentional about
it
and trying to repair and stuff, you're not like,
I'm not.
You don't have to worry that you're like some
horrible monster predator.
Who doesn't care about other people.
Exactly.
Yeah, I struggled with that for a bit too, of just like, thinking like I must be so horrible, because I have hurt people before,
right?
And just realizing like you can't
control
all the time. All you can do is learn.
Yes,
and.
You can learn, and as long as you are putting what you have learned into practice, that's all we can ask for.
And as long as you have that intention and that goal in mind, and you don't like lose sight of that,
or don't turn around and use that as backing to be like, oh yes, I'm fine, nothing's wrong with me. You know?
Yeah.
Because as much as I have the God complex, I'm not actually a god.
Yeah.
God, if I was running things, oh, fire is everywhere.
Oh, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me here.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to the viewers at home?
Play Warframe. Be kind. And fuck capitalism.
All right. Thank you again for watching another episode of Indigo Room. We will see you next time. Yay! Yay! Credits! Yay!
I don't know how long the credits
Me
roll.
neither. It really is just however long it ends up. You know.
That's fair.
You want another cameo, Nigel?
No.
Okay.
I think Nigel's right.
About turning all the cameras off so that the editor can just have the credits stop in the middle of the sentence.
The editor can also just do that too.
Gwen's gonna soprano